Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Lindsay and this is Waldorf Inspired Roots, where we share our homeschool journey and our family adventures. Today I'll be unboxing the Oak Meadow kindergarten curriculum. If you like this video and want to follow our journey, please like and subscribe and say hello down in the comments. So I am really excited. This just arrived today. And this is the Oak Meadow kindergarten curriculum. Okay, so we have the Circle Time Song CD, The Heart of Learning. Now, Oak Meadow has so much explanation and things like that online, and you can even look at some samples and things like that. So I feel very confident that this is going to be the right curriculum for us for the next couple years. My youngest is actually only 2.5 years old, but I do have some preschool, pre-kindergarten age kids who come, and I do a little preschool program here. And now all of the kids that I have who come, they are all getting ready to go to kindergarten, but they're all going to be going to public school, and so their parents really wanted to make sure that their kids were kindergarten ready according to our local school districts. You know, they have a checklist or whatever that they put out. And so this is the Oak Meadow Crafts for the Early Grades. I'll go ahead and open all these up in just a minute. Let's see what all I got though. There's the Oak Meadow Healthy Living from the Start, and this is K-3, and I believe the Crafts for the Early Grades was K-3 too. So these you would use for kindergarten through 3rd grade. And then this is the Guide to Teaching the Early Grades. This is also K-3. And then this is the Kindergarten Resource Book. So I believe this is has the stories and things, but we'll take a look at that in a minute. And then we have the Oak Meadow Kindergarten Course Book. So I think I will start with the Kindergarten Course Book. And we'll go ahead and open that up and just kind of flip through. So the reason why I specifically chose this, since I do have kids who are going to be going to public school, and their parents very much wanted them to be kindergarten ready according to Common Core standards and things like that. And we want to make sure that they, you know, have every opportunity for success in public school. I wanted to make sure that they were getting a good introduction to letters and counting and things like that, because in our school district and in most school districts that I know of, kids are kind of expected to know a lot of those things, or at least have an introduction to them prior to going to kindergarten. And I know that that's actually not typical for the Waldorf philosophy at all. Typically, you wouldn't begin formal, you know, academics until 1st grade, but you know, this one I felt was good because it just started with some of the basics, and does capital letters only, and then I believe counting within 10. I'm not really sure though. I did look, but we'll just kind of flip through. So I did like how things were laid out when I saw the sample online, with having your weekly planner, and then it tells you the things that you're going to do, you know, for Circle, language arts and social studies, and different assignments you can do throughout the week. I like that it has the space in, you know, on the side to write notes for future years. Now my 2.5-year-old in particular will have this pretty much up until he's 6 years old before we would move on somewhere between 6 and 7. We'll move on to the first grade curriculum. However, for his education, we're not sure, but I think I'm going to transition after we do a few years of this. We're going to transition him into the live education, which was what I initially wanted to do. But I think this is a good segue into transitioning him into that. But yeah, so I like how they've got language arts, social studies, math, science, arts and crafts, music and movement, health, and then they have a learning assessment. I'm not entirely sure what that is, but I'm pretty sure that the kids that I watch, their parents will really appreciate getting this for their kids too. Yeah, so that looks pretty good, and I believe it's 40 weeks of, or 36 weeks of material. So yeah, that's perfect. And then it's very Waldorf inspired from what I saw, and a lot of the art projects and things like that are very Waldorf inspired, but not necessarily 100% following the timeline and things like that for typical Waldorf, which for us in particular, that works perfect. So this is the resource book, and this is, I think, the teacher manual. Let's see, so there's course materials, how the course is set up, so that should explain how to begin, creating a daily structure and rhythm. We have a very specific structure and rhythm with our day already, and a yearly rhythm, monthly, weekly, and a daily rhythm that we already do. So I'm pretty good with that, but I definitely will read that and see what they recommend also. Creating a supportive homeschool environment, nurturing a healthy imagination. So yeah, it looks like this just has a lot of information. Oh, and it also has stories. I forgot this book is the one that has some of the stories that I believe the course book is going to reference, and I'll have to come to this book for some of those things. So I'll just kind of flip through. I like the illustrations in here too. That's very beautiful. Oh, very cute. Now, a lot of stories in Waldorf, from what I've seen and throughout researching, a lot of stories they encourage you to tell orally. And so a lot of them you wouldn't show pictures, but I do like that this has the pictures. Also, I think it helps for my kids. We do read some Grimm stories and things like that from other books, and I can go through some of that stuff in future videos if you guys are interested in seeing what some of our books are that we go through. But some things I tell stories orally, and some things we read picture books and things like that too. So it just depends. It's a good mixture. We try to be very Waldorf inspired, but we definitely aren't quite entirely Waldorf. I do pull inspiration from other things as well, like Montessori, Charlotte Mason I know a little bit about, and I just kind of pull things when things sort of seem like they'll fit with what we're doing. I kind of pull inspiration from multiple areas, but I think Waldorf in particular is my my first go-to, but I do pull inspiration from other areas too. Now this is the Guide to Teaching the Early Grades. This is K-3. I'm not sure what this book has, but let's see. So learning processes, elements of successful learning processes, creative play, the art of storytelling. So yeah, this book looks like it's a lot of creating stories, nature stories, kind of how to teach this age group. Oh, they've got basic types of form drawing, which would be good. Now, some of this stuff will be too advanced for, even my older ones that I watch, and especially for my 2.5-year-old, I feel like, sorry, just taking a look there. Just, I feel like some of this stuff I'll use and some of it I won't be able to introduce until later on. So this is definitely a curriculum that I think we'll use for several years. I know typically in a Waldorf school you use the kindergarten curriculum is a 2-year curriculum. And I think for us, we'll probably span it, like I said, until he's, you know, we'll see when he's ready, but between 6 and 7. So this will be one that we actually just keep pulling things from for years, for several years. So tongue twisters, how fun. So yeah, this looks like some songs and sort of poetry. Just kind of flipping through a little bit. Oh yeah, these are poems. I'm just kind of flipping through. Some of these look very beautiful. More verses and poems. Oh, and especially for grade 3. So yeah, this book in particular is K to 3. So I mean, I will be using this for quite a while, which is awesome that I'll get to use it for so long. And then we've got the K to 3 healthy living from the start. There we go. Okay, so this one, it talks about physical body growth and development, body awareness, hygiene, illness prevention, basic first aid, personal awareness, playground and community, stranger awareness, healthy home. Okay, and it's divided up kindergarten, grade 1, grade 2, and grade 3, and what you're going to be focusing on each grade. So this is actually, I actually thought that this was healthy living, you know, for the family, you know, teaching the family and things like that, which I'm sure it'll do both. But it actually looks like this is like literal health lessons for the kids, which is great. I actually didn't realize that this is what it was. So that's exciting. Oh yeah. So they have it divided. So this is kindergarten. It gives lessons for each grade in these different areas. So that's really cool. I'll just kind of quickly flip through this one. Again, very cool. Okay. All right. I get it. Yeah, they're talking about, or these are lessons for the kids to do. Again, I like the pictures. It just kind of shows examples and things like that. So, and it looks like this is, I believe, 36 lessons. Probably. Yep, 36 lessons. So again, this is one health lesson per week for the kids. So that looks great. There we go. The quality of the books is great. They're very, very sturdy, and so hopefully they'll last. I believe they'll last a really long time. So this was the crafts for the early grades. Again, this is the K to 3. So I wonder if this is kind of separated out the way the health one was. Let's see. So welcome to the world of art. Nope, it looks like it's just all different projects, and then I would just you know, pick out ones that my kiddos are ready for. Let's see. Oh, they do have it. Well, they have welcome to the world of art. So this looks like a lot of crafts and things like that. Yep, looks like a lot of crafts so far. And then it does go into clay fun. And my kids love, not just my personal kids, but the kids that I watch. They all love anything to do with clay or modeling and things like that. And we do it all the time. So this will be cool to have a few extra things to, you know, as inspiration for doing with that. But I'll just kind of flip through. Oh, that's cool. There's fairy gardens and fairy houses. Some of my kiddos are very big into fairies right now, so that's pretty cool. Finger puppets, flower lay, that's cool. flower preserving. That'll be fun, especially coming up. We're moving into spring now, so that's exciting. Marbling paper. Origami. Origami might be a little hard for my kiddos, but we can definitely try it. And again, this goes up to 3rd grade, so paper flowers, pop-up card, pumpkin painting. We do that. That's fun. Sewing books. I'm not sure that my kids would be ready for that yet, but with my little one, we'll get there. So very fun. This looks like it's going to be a very fun book. And then we've got the Heart of Learning book. So this one looks like it is The Nature of Children, Looking Within Ourselves, Head, Heart, and Will. Okay, so this looks like a book about child development and learning styles, determining your child's and your own learning style. That's super important. I homeschool, my oldest is 15, so it took us actually a couple years to kind of work out what his learning style was once we started homeschooling. We started homeschooling him in 5th grade and then took a break and he went back to public school for 6th grade. And then we pulled him, he only did a few months in 6th grade and then we pulled him again. And he's doing great, but it definitely took us a while to get a rhythm going that worked for us and finding out how he learns. And so this is great. I'll have to look through that and hopefully get some inspiration for my little one too. Incorporating the natural cycles. I'm very eager to read that part. Rhythm and learning, working with creative tension. Yeah, this looks like it's going to be a great book. Just kind of show you some of the pages, and then we'll just kind of flip through. But this looks like a lot of information, and this is going to be a great addition. And I will start reading that very soon, just to get an idea before we start getting into the curriculum. So yeah, that looks like a great book. And then I'm really excited to listen to the Circle Time songs. There's the song list. It looks like there's 22 songs. And I'm really excited to listen to those. So that was what we had so far. I will probably do an update video once we kind of get into it and use the curriculum for a few months. I'll probably do an update video and just maybe do a review of it and kind of go from there. And then in the future, let me know if you guys want to see some of the other books that I have. And I think I'm going to do a haul video with some of the supplies. I did not, so Oak Meadow actually offers a craft and supply kit that you can order with this, but when I looked at it, we already had, I believe, just about everything that was in that kit, so I didn't actually buy their kit that they offer. Instead, I'll just put it together with the things that we already have, since we already have all of those things. So yeah, but if you guys want to see my haul for that, and then I can also do a video about my 15-year-old's, he'll be a sophomore next year, so we just got all his curriculum materials, and we're not using Oak Meadow for that. We're using, we kind of pull our own things and do a lot of unit studies and things. Let me know in the comments if there are any specific videos you'd like to see. Thanks for watching.